Hi everybody, this is David from DavidStudiosproduct, and today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try a Let's Vlog. It's a combination of Let's Play and and a vlog. And I'm going to play one of my favorite games, Giant Citizen Kabuto, and after the quick intro, I'm not going to talk during the cutscenes because I think that's kind of rude. Even though it's kind of more of a Let's Play than walkthrough than a vlog. But I'm gonna talk about my experiences with the game, and then later I'm gonna talk about other things. So let's get started.
Okay? Right. See you then, Baz. Wait! Don't shut the hatch! What? Shut the hatch! Okay! Wait! Oh, sorry about that, Baz. Wait there.
Okay. So if you so first of all, if you hear me clear my throat or sniffling, it's spring, and also I'm kind of sick. I have a little cold. So I'm sorry that I keep doing this, and I'll try to keep as quiet as I can during the cutscenes. But let's get started. So let me first talk about this game. I was first introduced to this game when a coworker of mine, an older man who's also my friend, gave me one of his gave me a reel full of PC old 1990s and early 2000s PC Gamer magazine demo discs. And I basically I found one of the discs contained Giant Citizen Kabuto, and I looked at it and I was like, what? What's this game? I never heard of it. Well, I downloaded the demo onto my Windows 7 PC, and I started playing it, and the demo at least. And it was real, and I liked it. I mean, it was glitchy at times, but it was pretty funny, and had a humor in it that, well, let's just say it probably wouldn't pass today's standards. And you'll see why when I go through these things, when I go through the cutscenes and all this stuff. But and that was actually just recently. I'd say about 6 months ago, and I really took a liking to this game. So, and while I was researching, I found out there wasn't really a lot of information about this game. There was a website dedicated to fan-made mods and fan-made updates and all that stuff. and there was like 1 or 2 walkthroughs on YouTube, but other than that, I couldn't really find anything. So I decided to, how do you say? I decided to check it. I decided to check it out because from the demo it looked really cool, and so I realized that it probably wouldn't work under these new settings, so I got it from GOG.com. Hey, shout out to GOG. Yeah, not a tag, not being sponsored by them, whatever. But oh, by the way, sorry if I'm saying too much. It's a problem I have. Working on it though. But so I got it from GOG.com, and I started playing it, and I really liked it. And I haven't completed it, and I'll get to that I'll get to why I haven't completed it in a second. But I just found it very fun. I mean, the environments are semi-destructible. I mean, the scenery is at least not the ground. The ground just gives that little smoke effect, but you can basically tear down this thing, and you can do that with pretty much. See, you can even do this with houses. Here's a little blaster tearing down houses. But I really like this game. Now, I really like this game because of its large open landscapes. I mean, look at this. Those are levels that we haven't even been to. Those are levels that we haven't even been to yet. You get to go to these levels, and there's different portals for them, which you'll see in a second. But I just like everything about this game. It's good. Of course it's glitchy, and that's why it didn't reach mainstream popularity, in my opinion. But it's a pretty decent game. Blends things really well. And as you'll go through the gameplay, you'll see that it has some RTS elements in it as well, like squad commanding and other stuff like that, and resource management. And in fact, after this cutscene, I'll tell you about multiplayer and my experiences with that. I'll save this guy.
Oh, thanks, old man.
Name's Buzz.
Rightio. Mine's Ahmed, but you can call me Timmy. There's no way I was giving my new jetpack to that old ripper.
Hey, that's mine.
But you can have it, Mr. Basil, if you want. And a lot of fun it was. Here now, carry me down this smarty mine shaft. The hatch is open now.
Alright.
I'll show you how to use my jetpack. Gosh, fucking good shot, Mr. Baz. Mr. Basil.
Look, I'm trying to find a mate of mine. He's missing on... What the is that?
What? Oh, that! Wax models of hanging smarties. The Sea Reapers are trying to frighten us off our
Listen.
island so they can take over. What they don't
Oi,
realize
Shane.
is we've been here...
Ahmed!
What?
The Smarties! They're real! Come on, lad. Pull yourself together. You weren't to know.
Pills! I need my pills, Mr. Baz. I am very highly strung, you see. And I
Alright, easy now.
Please save them. Oh, God, and to think... yesterday I was throwing stones at them.
Yeah, they are looking pretty messed up.
Listen, Mr. Baz. I shall give you a prize if you can rescue them. Please, hurry!
Before we I start talking again, I have to say that I'm really bad at this level. I mean, the Smarties keep respawning pretty much. I think. I mean, I've completed this, but I'm really bad at completing it. But when the Smarties fall, I'm just horrible at this. But going back to what I like about this game, it's well, I guess that's all I can say about that. What I said in the last video, or sorry, last cutscene, before the last cutscene. But see, look, there's a Smartie falling. Okay, crap. Yeah, and see, I'm bad at that. Okay, there we go. There's a Smartie. Oh crap. Okay, let's wait for my... Oh darn it, I died. So let's retry the mission.
Look, I'm trying to find a man.
Here, let's get that. So oh, by the way, if I don't talk for long periods of time, it's because I'm concentrating. That's, you can tell, I'm concentrating when I don't talk for a long time. Or not for a long time, but for periods. So, there's one thing I like. Another thing I like with this game is that it's non-linear, and but, and I know that's kind of an overused statement now, but it's, darn it. And it actually, I do think it is overused. Oops, can't save that guy, did that wrong. I mean, some games are actually good linear. I mean, Half-Life, some, man, nothing else really comes to mind. Let's get out of there. Do you know what? I'm not the popular opinion on this, but I actually like Call of Duty Story. You know, I never play Call of Duty for the multiplayer. I always play it for the story, and I don't like it when people. I get that people are multiplayer. Some people are like multiplayer exclusive, like they'll only play a game if it has multiplayer, but really. Oh, that was a good catch. I said, why get the game when you're only gonna play like one part of it? Oh, I need to get away from there. I mean, although I have to say let me try this again, sorry. Basically, I like the single player more than I like the multiplayer aspect of the Call of Duty series. It started out as it's pretty much started out as single player only. Oh darn it, I'm gonna die again. See, how do I... Man, there's no health things. I'm gonna probably die. This thing again too. Jetpack's hard to control sometimes, but yeah, there I died. But I just like the story, you know. I think that it's very Tom Clancy-ish. I like Tom Clancy, or at least Tom Clancy's stories. I like him too. But darn it, didn't recharge long enough. But I think people should give it a chance. I mean, I haven't played Ghosts. I hear the story is god-awful. At least that's what I hear. I haven't played it yet. But I think more people should get to play the story and multiplayer instead of just the multiplayer, because, you know, like I said before, if you're gonna buy a game, I mean, they probably spent a lot more time on the single-player campaign with all the scripting and stuff than they did on the multiplayer campaign. Now, I don't know that from a development standpoint. That's what I believe. I mean, I'm not saying that the multiplayer is crap. I mean, a lot of people will say that, but I have no opinion on the matter. Oh, that was a good catch. But that, just play the whole game. People spent a year making it. You might as well play the whole game. I sometimes play COD multiplayer. I play the multiplayer game I really play is Counter-Strike, and those skills, a lot of those skills from Counter-Strike and COD can't coexist. One's tactical and one's just all out, just shooting each other. Oh crap. But that's my 2 cents on COD. But anyways, like I was saying before I got sidetracked by Call of Duty, the whole concept of linearity and non-linearity, I think, is perfectly fine, because do you want? I hear a lot of I once read a post where they said they were going to make Half-Life open world in the new Source Engine 2, Half-Life Episode 3 or Half-Life 3 or whatever you want to call it. They were going to make it open world, and then there were a bunch of comments saying, no, I want it to be, just a second, let's see if, okay, I need one more. I want it to be linear, so what, blah, 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 and I think that's right. Some games, oops, missed that guy. Some games are meant to be linear, some games are meant to be non-linear. But, let me just, let's see. There we go. Okay, and I'll do another conversation after this.
Oh, well done, Mr. Basil. Here, take this present. It's a weapon that other spaceman dropped.
What? You've seen another guy like me?
Certainly, Mr. Baz. He's over there. He crashed in the big metal bird, and now he's dangling from a cliff. What a joker! You can take this mineshaft to him if you want.
Right, jump on my back.
Brilliant!
I'm gonna save him.
But this first off, this level is where it kind of gets hard, because then you got a lot more bigger Reapers. But overall, I think this is a good game, and that linear games should be kept linear, and non-linear games should be kept non-linear. Like I've said a million times before, I'm probably repeating myself over and over again. Let's talk about something else. Oh yeah, why I haven't completed this game yet. That's something I'm not really proud of. And I hope to complete it with this, with just playing this. But I mean, I'm not good at games. I'm gonna face the facts. I'm not good at games. I try to be good at them, and I'm not. My gamer score says it pretty much all. Basically, all that. I've only completed a few games in my life. And I don't mean completed like completionist, like I complete everything. I mean like finish the main story, at least. And I almost never replay a game. almost never. I mean, I replay sometimes, but then there's this whole. I guess it's my attention span with my ADHD and my Asperger's. Yeah, I have Asperger's and ADHD. If you don't know what that is, look it up. And that's ASP, not ass. Get a lot of jokes with that. But it's just with all that stuff, I haven't been really good at finishing games, and sometimes, and I don't get that, and I don't get that satisfaction, or I don't get that feeling like when I beat a boss. Well, I get satisfaction when I beat a boss, but it's not the satisfaction that I would say like, oh, I want to keep playing this and keep playing this and keep playing this and keep playing this. I'm gonna keep trying to beat this boss. Sometimes I'll just give up in the middle of it because it's a boss I just can't seem to beat. Sometimes it's, I guess you could call it rage quitting. And let me finish up this before I go on there. But it's just, let's see, anything I missed? It's just something very, very bad, and I wish I didn't have it, and I'll explain more about it after this cutscene. I'm playing through this chapter, just so you know.
Thanks, Baz. God, I was done for it. You see, this ugly little bastard stole my gun. That took my bleeding jetpack
Oh,
too.
hello there. My name's...
That's him.
Oh dear. Sorry about that. I'll be over here if you need me.
Easy, Tail. He's a friend. He's a friend. Come on, we need to find Reg.
Oh, the Reapers will probably have him now, Mr. Baz.
What?
Oh, yes. Just yesterday, a Reaper squadron captured my whole village. I was only able to escape because of these old smarty mine shafts we've been traveling through.
Well, where the bloody hell would they have taken him?
We could ask Daddy. He and Mother are the only smarties that didn't get taken. He'll know. They live high in the Codpiece Hills on Sorcha Island. But it isn't very easy to get there right now.
Oh, great. Why?
Well, for one, the entrance to that mine shaft is in one of the Reaper buildings, and that's guarded by Reaper snipers who'll fire at the slightest movement. Then there are the Reaper guards who'll swarm on you in a matter of seconds. And even before you get there, you have to take a mine shaft, which is in one of the Reapers' breeding grounds. Not my idea of a good time, but I'm willing if you are.
You don't have any more firepower, do you?
Mr. Basil, I'm 10 years old for crying out loud. Besides, Daddy says I'm too nervous to play with guns, but there are smarty shops on each island. Just check your map. They'll give you more ammo, plus some even have new weapons.
Right. Ready, Tell? Ready, Baz.
Ready, Mr. Baz?
Okay. So now I got a teammate. And there are certain commands for me to control him, but I never really use them. But like I've completed all but two of the main Metal Gear Solid games. Actually, I haven't completed Metal Gear Revising Revengeance could said not be a main Metal Gear game, but so I've only completed the Metal Gear Solid game. So that just means I've only not completed one Metal Gear Solid game. I really like the series. It's I haven't completed the third one, and a lot of people say, oh, that's the best one, and yeah, I know. I guess the whole survival thing is kind of hard for me. But I try to get used to it, and I try to complete it, but, you know, yeah. There is, I've always wanted to complete a Ratchet and Clank game. See, I mean, the newer ones, they get easier and easier. But I started with going Commando, because when I was a kid, at like 10 years old, I thought that was the first one in the game. Big mistake. But eventually I got number 1, and it was like, and I couldn't complete it. It was way too hard for me. But as soon as I got the nanotech upgrades, yeah. But back to completing games. So I've always wanted to complete a Ratchet and Clank game. I've completed all the Halo games except Halo 2. And that was very well. The only part that I had a really hard time completing was the flood parts. I think anybody can attest to that. And here's another thing. You could say I'm a casual gamer. I mean, not the casual in the sense that, oh, I play mobile games all the time and I just play like Wars with Friends or stuff like that. No, I've never played Wars with my friends in my life. I have, however, just a second. I have, however, played Sims is Tapped Out, and I think that's a great game. You should buy it. Another plug. But let me finish this up. But basically, I don't think there's a cutscene, so let me just go over here. Basically, I'm only casual in the sense that that I play games on easy mode. I'm really not good at games, and I guess that proves it by easy mode. Sometimes when I complete easy mode, I'll go into normal mode, and then sometimes I'll complete that, but most of the times I won't. Like, I could probably never complete Metal Gear Solid 1 on hard mode. I'm just not good. Just not good. And it really pains me, because I'm also a retro gamer too, and retro games take a lot of skill, but I have no skill. So there's that, and that's one of the reasons why I don't play multiplayer that often, because compared to other gamers, I can't. I'm a nerd. I'm kind of a nerd. I'm not a gamer geek. Geek, according to the internet, is when you're interested in like one or two things and follow it religiously. You don't have to be. It doesn't have to be nerdy. Like you could be a sports geek. But yeah. But I'm kind of a nerd. I like to study a lot. Yeah, I know. But you know, I know this is. I know what you're thinking, and I get this too. It's probably pretty painful to hear me talk and say and then just pause for a long time and do all that stuff. I hear you, but I'm not really good, and hopefully I'll get better at that. Hopefully I'll get better at it once we get more of these out. But basically, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the phrase I'm looking for? More likely. So so that's where I left off. So I'm a nerd, and I like studying, and not too much studying. Like I'll play games and stuff. I'm not one of those religiously study nerds, but I just love nerd culture and all that stuff. I like to LARP and all. I wish there was more LARPing in the Long Beach area, but or in the LA area, I should say. But not that many. If there is any LARPing in the southern LA area, please let me know, because I really like to get in on that. I did join this thing called the Tribe of Talkwits. has a few members. It boasts over 1,000 members. However, a lot of them don't show up. But I'm sure some Try to Talk With members from my Facebook page are probably gonna get mad at me for that. But that's fun. It's basically a Boy Scout thing. You're a Boy Scout, and then there's this camp called There's a camp called Camp Talkwits, and it's a fun camp, or Boy Scout camp, where we shoot rifles and all that stuff. And you can become and it's almost entirely run by Boy Scouts themselves, like kids. To become you become a neophyte, and then if you become a tribe member, you it's all this stuff. But I guess the main thing I'm getting at is a nerd, and but I'm not socially awkward, to say the least. I mean, sometimes I'll be very quiet and kept to myself, but most of the time I'll talk and chat, all that stuff. I'm really better with talking with adults than I am to kids my own age, which is really weird to a lot of people, and I can understand that. But I guess you could say that I'm better at talking. I'll finish up my thought right now because we're about to move on to the next level. Basically, I'm better at talking in groups than I am to talking to individuals. For example, I'll just run around here. For example, I'll make I'll be in a crowd and I'll make a joke, or at a comic convention, I'll be the asshole of the room and shout something out and Yeah, I know. I hate those guys too, and I'm trying not to do it anymore. But when I'm in like a group of like 3 or 4, I'll get like really self-conscious, like, or when I'm working together with somebody, I'll be like, I had this idea, I mean, I guess we could do it. I'm not that self-confident. Shout out to all those people who aren't that self-confident in groups. I mostly work alone. So that's my stuff, and I hope to see you again later. If you like this vlog, I mean, I'll probably post more up here anyways, because I want to get some stuff off my chest. And this is new for me, so thanks. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, do whatever you like to do. You don't have to do any of those things, you can just watch the videos. Even dislike if you want. I mean, at least I'm getting some feedback. Most of my videos have no feedback, so that's good. And if you stayed toward the end, congratulations! I just wasted a bunch of your time saying and talking about random stuff and repeating myself over and over again. So if I just wasted your time, thank you. So this is David Croshaw signing out.